Noswaith, good evening, everyone. We're here this evening to speak with you about studying in the USA. My name is Liam Rahman. I'm a director at Equal Education Partners, and I'm joined this evening by Rowena Boddington from the Fulbright Commission. Rowena, can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Hi, Liam. Hi, everyone. My name is Rowena. I work for a non-profit here in the UK, and I'm passionate about helping students across the UK, and particularly students in Wales, figure out how to go about studying in the United States.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Rowena. Okay, let's dive straight in.
Well, Liam, just some of the things I wanted to share with everyone tonight was just a bit about why might someone go and decide to study in the US as opposed to going to a Welsh university or a university elsewhere in the UK. And it's just really important to notice there are a few differences about studying at a US university as opposed to a university in the UK. Some of those differences are the flexibility of the curriculum. So it might surprise you to know that when you go to a US university, you don't have to know what you want to study when you join that university. So it's not like how you would if you're applying to a UK university where you have to pick your course and you have to know what you want to do. At a US university, all students go in undecided and they take a range of different classes across different subjects for the first 2 years of the 4-year degree before they do this thing called choosing their major, which is their area of specialization. So it's a really flexible, really interesting way to explore lots of different perspectives on studying and to really think about the interconnections between different subjects and how that moves forward. Well, something else that's a bit different with US universities is each of them have a really strong personality. They're really different to each other, much more so than you'll see between UK universities. And that's partly down to this very American idea of freedom. Unlike here in Wales or in the rest of the UK, the government in the US doesn't have the same kind of level of control over universities. So each university has a different vibe, has a different thing that they're doing. And that really influences the way that students engage with the university, the kind of vibe of kinds of students who even go there, all of that. And this other piece about this freedom that US universities have means that there's no one set process for applying to an American university. Each university does its own thing. They have their own application forms, they have their own deadlines, their own dates, and they also set their own fees. So it's quite different in that sense to applying through UCAS to a Welsh or a UK university. It's just a bit different, but it also opens up lots of opportunities along the way. Next.
Okay, so thanks, Rowena. I'm going to now just tell you a bit about a few different US universities to give you a flavour of what those differences Rowena has spoken about, how that actually plays out. So here we have a photo of Reed College. Reed is a small liberal arts college in Washington State. Fun fact, it's actually where Steve Jobs went to university. And it's also it's a liberal arts college. So that means that there's a huge focus on undergraduate teaching and small seminar group discussions, professors who are really committed to teaching students in their undergrad years. And Reed College, as do a lot of liberal arts college, it has a strong honor code and a sense of trust in the community as a smaller community. It's one in which students are really trusted to take control of their own academic journey, to take exams in their own time and be trusted with that and return them in line with the guidelines, but really have a lot of trust and flexibility, and also somewhere where undergraduates can pursue research at a really early stage in their academic careers, which is something that's really a huge opportunity and quite unique. The next university I'm going to tell you a bit about is Vanderbilt. So Vanderbilt is in the south. It's in Nashville. So a big city that has this, history and very large sort of music culture around it. It's a much bigger research university with graduate programs and different research institutes and departments spanning all sorts of disciplines. And it's really somewhere where students are, incredibly busy, but also have a lot of fun, and somewhere which attracts superstars in the music industry even into their freshers week, but also somewhere where students go to become top lawyers, researchers, and all the like. It has something for everyone there. And then the next university I'm going to just put a bit of a spotlight on is the University of Colorado. So this is a large state university. You'll see that sports, even in the photo, there's a large stadium. Sports is a big part of that. The kind of culture of the university. And, here you have a university that's within a city, but also the backdrop is, mountains and the outdoors, where in the winter, students are often skiing or hiking and all the rest of it. So it's important to consider those types of things. Where is the university located, and what's around it, and how does that fit with the things that you like as well?
And then finally, I just want to highlight, before I hand back over to Liam, a program that we run at Fulbright called the Saturn Trust US program. So this is for anyone who's currently in year 12, who's a very high achieving student. And if you are from a low or middle income family, this program could be a great shout for you. It has two parts of the program. The first part is all about exploring what it would mean to study in the US and what that process would look like. And that first part ends with a completely paid for trip to the United States for a week to be able to visit colleges. We're super excited. 2023, we are going to leave the pandemic behind, hopefully, and be able to travel to the US after a couple of years of not being able to do so. Thank you, COVID. So we're super excited that this is coming back next year. And if students want to on the program, if they want to go into year 13 and apply to US universities, we will support them through that process, including all the way through the financial aid process as well. It's completely free for any student who's accepted onto the program. We've popped the web link there, us.saturntrust.com. Please do check it out. Applications are currently open and close in middle of January. So please do make sure you join. We've had some amazing Welsh students through the program, and many of them are now studying in the United States. So please do check it out if that's something of interest to you. Back over to you, Liam.
Thanks so much, Rowena. And just to put a +1 on that, I've seen sort of myself, the students who've gone through the program and gone on to really successful outcomes. So would highly recommend that, and get onto that application by January, the middle of January, if you're interested and eligible for that. The next thing I want to highlight are just a couple of other opportunities coming up through Seren that will help you in exploring your higher education options, including international universities. So these are two academic opportunities, summer schools that will be running in 2023, and applications are now open for those opportunities, and will also close in January. So we have the Seren International Online Summer School, which brings together instructors from universities around the world to teach a 2-week online summer school in July. And then we also have the Seren Jesus College Oxford Residential Summer School happening next August. Between these two programs, there are around 475 spots open for Seren Academy learners. So I'd really encourage you to apply. If you put a strong effort into that application, there is a high chance of you being accepted into one of those programs, and it's really a transformational opportunity. Applications are open. If you go to the Seren Space platform, go to gov.seren.cymru or serenspace.wales, you'll be able to access the applications there, and also keep an eye out in the new year for opportunities with Welsh universities. All of these things will help you explore the subjects you're interested in and help you along your journey of exploring international universities as well. And I really see that they go hand in hand. The last thing I want to highlight as well is Seren's support for you as you explore university admissions in general. So that spans international, perhaps Oxbridge applications, other universities in the UK, and you can now express interest in joining this program. So just by going to these QR codes, and you'll hear more about this in the new year. So if you get yourself on that mailing list now, then you'll be sure not to miss anything in the new year. With that said, the last thing I want to leave you with is just this photo here, which is a group of Welsh students who were out in the US through the Saturn Trust program a couple of years ago. And these students are on the steps at Harvard, I believe, and holding the Welsh flag proudly. And it's just something I want to flag, which is that there's a growing number of Welsh students interested in studying overseas and pursuing that successfully. So, you know, you won't be the first. You've got role models there to look to and to get some guidance from, and you know, to see how they've succeeded as you then go and carve out your own success journey that's a little bit different as well, and is unique to you. So I'd really encourage you to do it. I can't recommend it enough myself, and you'll have peers around you doing the same. So thank you very much for listening to us, and yeah, I'll pass to Rowena if you want to close us out.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for letting us join you this evening, and please do think about whether international study might be a part of your journey.
Diolch o galon. Thank you for that important information, Liam, Rowena, and Matt beforehand. We know it was a lot of information to take in, but we have our panellists here tonight to answer any questions you may have and help you to identify what suits you best. So head over, ewch draw nawr, to the Teams live meeting in the Applying for International Courses in Summer Schools room for the live Q&A starting at 6:55. Diolch yn fawr.